Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. So I'm wishing all of you a happy new year. I hope that 2020 will be fabulous for all of us. I have to admit I do still have kind of a hangover from the New Year's celebrations because when you're in your mid-30s, you have a hangover for 2 days and not just for one. It's the new year, we all feel that new inspiration wacking in us, and I too have quite a couple of goals or ambitions for the new year that I wanted to share with you. So if you are new to this channel, welcome. My name is Evelyn, this is the Geek is Chic, and this channel is all about fashion, luxury shopping, investing in the right pieces, being mindful with your fashion purchases. So if you are into that, please make sure to subscribe and like. Also, always feel free to leave me a comment down below. And if you want to see more of the items that I'm introducing here or that I'm talking about here on my YouTube channel, head over to my Instagram, because there you will see how I style all these items on a daily basis. I take you around shopping with me and so on and so on. So let's get started now. I do have a couple of New Year's resolutions and goals that are fashion related, and then a couple of them are just concerning my general life, this channel of course. So I don't want to structure it too much. I want to purposely keep it a little bit more on the chatty side, because I recently watched this very chatty video from Erica from Erica's Girly World. I will link it down below. I already talked about her on this channel. She's a very, very inspirational woman, even though her style and her personality might appear very, very different from, me or how I present myself here on this YouTube channel. But I really enjoyed her video. She said a lot of very good and very smart things. I just felt like, hey, I wanted to do a more chatty and laid back video as well. So I hope you guys will enjoy this. Yeah, and let's just start with this YouTube channel. So I do have this channel now since November 2018. And by the mid of 2019, my channel took off a little bit, which was one of the most amazing and most positive things that actually happened to me in 2019, to be honest. And this YouTube place here, it's my baby. It's like my secret little mission that I have, my the project where I put all my heart, my blood and my money into. And I didn't even expect to gain the followers or the subscribers that I have, even though I know in the grand scheme of YouTube nowadays it's still nothing, but I still totally appreciate it. And just seeing that there are people out there that actually value what I have to say and what I have to bring to the YouTube or social media table. And it connected me with you guys, people all around the world who share the same passion and the same philosophy, even when it comes to fashion and to shopping. And that is just so amazing. And that is why in 2020 I of course want to grow the channel more. I want to invest more time, more money, more dedication into this channel. I would love to professionalize what I do a little bit more. But then on the other hand, I know that you guys value my authenticity and my realness very much as well. So of course this balance still has to be kept. This is the biggest criteria for me before anything. But I of course still want to make sure to surprise you guys, to be able to say something new, inspire you, or keep on inspiring you, etc, etc. So I would love to go up to 2 videos per week. I don't know if I will make this happen just now in January, but looking into February or March, the spring summer season, I think that this is definitely the next step that I'm planning and that I want to make real. I'm looking into possibilities to make this happen, but also becoming better in video editing. Right now I'm doing the video editing on my own. My little brother, I have a brother who's 20 years old, he actually helps me out with the video editing, but the biggest chunk of it I do myself. I really want to become better in that. I'm also thinking about new formats. I even thought about doing vlogs, but I don't want to do those random day in a life vlogs. I would rather go for shopping vlogs or anything like that, more specific topics. But I mean, what do you guys think of that? Are there any formats that other YouTubers do, or that maybe no one does, that you think would be great for this channel, or that you would like me to do? Please let me know in the comments down below. Your opinion is super, super important to me. I film almost everything that you guys suggest for me to film. So yeah, I'm really not sure about the vlogs. Vlogs are also just so random sometimes, so I still want a like proper concept behind my videos, if you know what I mean. And the whole YouTube thing taught me something that leads me to the next point or to my next goal, which is to be more resilient and positive. So, you know, when you start a new project, it really doesn't matter what kind of project or ambition it is. It can be a career, it can be, you know, a workout program, it can be quitting smoking or changing your nutrition, whatever it is, you know what I mean. You will find yourself surrounded by maybe even more people than you've expected that will not really believe in what you do. And these might even be people in your family, or these might be people that are very close to you. And most of them don't really even have bad intentions. They don't really realize what they do or how they act. But at the beginning of such new projects, you are most likely on your own and you have to do all the believing in yourself, you know? But if you stay resilient towards your project and if you stay positive and you just keep going, then you will see positive effects. You will reach eventually your goal, whatever it may be. You will see that being consistent and resilient will get you somewhere. And it will get you further than if you would have listened to all those noises around you. Sometimes those doubts even come from yourself, you know? It is kind of a lesson that I've learned in 2019, really, to believe in myself, to listen to my inner voices more, like the positive ones, the good ones. Just do what I think and what my gut says is right and what leads me into the right direction. And it eventually already kind of has, you know? Yeah, in 2020, I want to improve on that even more. I want to take this lesson that I've learned and, you know, I want to maximize it. I want to dive deeper into that and I want to become even more consistent, even more resilient and positive. And the whole positivity thing, it's really like almost like another point of its own. I don't know how it is with you guys. Sometimes I jokingly say that it's my Slavic dark heritage that makes me such a pessimist sometimes. But really, it's like, I know it's a stupid cliche, but my grandmother, my mother and me, we are very, very introverted people. We tend to be kind of grumpy. We love to be alone. And with that sometimes comes a little bit of a pessimistic worldview or like perspective on things. And I totally can say that my grandmother and my mother are like stronger on that point. I am, out of us three, definitely the most positive and energetic one and like outgoing one. However, I still sometimes catch myself being, you know, negative or nagging on myself, on others, on whatever, you know. I need to minimize that. I want to work more on my positivity. I want to work more on seeing the good things about anything, really. In the past years, I just learned that all this negativity doesn't really get you anywhere. And that is also something that Erica says, honestly. She says that like the successful people, the people that who reach their goals, they are not negative, they are not pessimistic, if it's like towards themselves or towards others, you know. They just focus on their goals and they do the work and they stay positive and then they reach that, you know. And that's basically what I want to practice more too, to not get distracted so much with negativity, with, you know, the status quo, with any kind of problems or obstacles that we all, of course, face in life, but to, you know, think more long term and don't get distracted so much with negativity. So that got very private very quickly. Let's move on to the more fun stuff, my fashion and shopping goals. So one of my New Year's resolutions from 2019 was to shop more pre-loved items. And I have to admit that I did not reach this goal as much as I wanted to or as I intended to. I did purchase a couple of pre-loved items in 2019, but still the ratio of like pre-loved and new items that I got is just like not in a good balance, you know what I mean? So in 2020, I really want to up my pre-loved purchases and decrease my new purchases. I have to give you a little bit of an explanation and background information on that maybe. As some of you know, I do work in the fashion industry. Like, I'm not a salesperson or something. I do work in like the digital marketing field and the creative field, but you know, my job kind of requires me to have a deep knowledge of trends, of designers. I kind of have to like the things that I work with. basically. First of all, I am surrounded every day by beautiful clothing. And second of all, I also get a little bit of a discount as an employee. Nothing crazy, it's just like your very typical like 20% employer discount. So at least for me, it's kind of a, you know, explanation that for not ending up shopping that much pre-loved, but instead going for like newer items, because sometimes I just want to have like a newer from like a latest collection, for example. And then of course what adds on is that I have a little bit of, you know, a employer privilege, if you may say so, of these 20% discount that I get. So in the end, I often don't save by buying something pre-loved, especially, you know, in the sale season. So yeah, sometimes I get tempted to go for something new rather than buy something pre-loved. But you know, seasonal aspects and prices are not the only motivation for me to buy more pre-loved. At the end of the day, I am not someone totally focused on always having to get like the latest stuff, to always have new season stuff in my wardrobe and stuff like that. You know, I'm not a professional like buyer or influencer or something, so I want to do like my part when it comes to, you know, thinking about the environment. I just want to become even more conscious about, you know, my consumerism. And yeah, I want my fashion behavior to become more circular, not just when it comes, you know, to selling items, but also when it comes to buying new items. So yeah, that's that. So I really want to increase my pre-loved purchases in 2020 for sure. This year, I've got no excuses left. And what I also realized, like at the end of 2019, I got a little bored with my style. And I have to admit that in 2020, the fashion items that I want to buy, I want them to be more unique, more statement, and more out there. And that may, you know, be a more interesting cut, that may be a new pattern, that may be a new color that I try out. If you know me, if you know this channel, I am all about neutrals, I am about investment pieces, I am about purchasing items that you actually value for a long time, and building a wardrobe that can do that or that has that was like the goal for me for the past years, basically. And I feel that I now kind of achieved that. I achieved to be able to look put together easily, quickly, and effortlessly every single day. However, I'm also a person that, you know, loves fashion, that loves trends. I used to be super crazy, you know, my style used to be insane. If you want me to do a fashion evolution video, please give this video a like and let me know in the comments down below, because this will be hilarious, I swear. However, especially in the past months, I just noticed that I missed that certain va-va-voom in my closet or in my wardrobe. So I already purchased like maybe 3 items or something that are a little bit, you know, different in some way, but that still feel like me, you know. It's still super important to me that I feel like myself, that these are kind of versatile items that fit my lifestyle, but that still just express my personality a little bit more and that are more interesting to style, so that I don't end up looking the same more or less every single day, you know. In 2020, you will definitely see more color, more interesting cuts, a couple of more daring purchases or like styling ideas that you might have seen before, but still all within, you know, my style spectrum, of course. You know, I just saw like a documentary about Dior, and I think it was Kim Jones who says that. I will link the sequence down below. It was also by, I think, a French YouTuber or something. And in this documentary, they say fashion is about dressing like someone who you want to be and not someone you already are. And to me, that was very inspiring, and that's just, I think, my motto of the year 2020 when it comes to my upcoming fashion purchases. And then last but not least, in 2020, I would like to invest more into jewelry. So in the past 2 years, I think I invested quite a lot in my ready-to-wear, in my fashion and like clothing items. And I love designer ready-to-wear. Funny enough, again, I have to reference or like quote Erica from Erica's Girly World here, because she also for the past 2 years, I think, prioritized investing into ready-to-wear. And once you've been there, you can't really go back. And as some of you know, I do try to avoid, or like I mainly avoid, fast fashion shopping. So yes, I will not go back to Zara and H&M and stuff like that. That would be like, then I can like basically shut down this YouTube channel. No, I will not do that. However, I think that I just have enough clothing for now. I don't necessarily need like a new or like another cashmere sweater or another pair of black trousers or something like that. As I said before, I will still invest in a couple of like amazing statement pieces that are just different, but I mainly want to focus on my jewelry, meaning that I don't have like a nice watch. I would love to have like a super nice watch. I don't know which brand yet. I don't think I will go for something like Rolex. I think it will be something different, but I will let you know when I start the hunt. And I also would love to, you know, add another necklace to my collection. I would maybe add another ring or two. I am very, very minimalistic when it comes to my jewelry. You know, in my recent videos, I talked about my like festive jewelry, which is just like one set of like Swarovski, you know, necklace, earrings, and a bracelet that I just wear a handful of times every year whenever like the occasion is very like glamorous and festive. But all the other days of the year, I literally just wear my necklace that you have seen many, many times here, my coin necklace, and my Cartier love ring. So the coin necklace is like a custom-made piece that is made with like a real gold coin that my grandfather bought us in the 70s. Well, like not us, because I wasn't existing back then, but you know. But unfortunately he passed away when I was around 12, and he really was like one of the most, and still is one of the most meaningful and important people in my life. That's why I got this made last year, I think, or no, in 2018 I think I got this made. And yeah, so it's like a custom piece. And then I have the Love Cartier ring. So yeah, I would like to add more, because I just see how often I wear those high quality items and how much they mean to me, how much I value them. And of course, like things like fine metals, fine jewelry, and diamonds are always actually a good investment to do anyway. So that is my wrap up for the new year. I hope you enjoyed this video. I hope you found it somehow inspirational. Let me know what your New Year's resolutions for 2020 are. I will love to hear about them too. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye!